Long Beach. Welcome back to GazetteSports.com. It's Tyler.
And JJ, and this boys high school basketball video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
Long Beach Poly taking the show on the road, headed to a tough place to play this year, heading to play the Rams of Millikan.
Yeah, this Moore League boys basketball season has started with a bang, and it was Staten last night against Jordan putting it down, but Millikan knows something about guys who can put it down.
Definitely. Brian Chambers and our first look at Malik Marquetti right there. The Rams thinking upset in their home gym where they've been tough, and Chambers came out smoking. Pair of threes right here, including the pull-up in transition. He is never shy. But on the other side, Poly getting their points a little easier thanks to their passing.
Oh, the passing was just impeccable. Bell, Prince, Sullivan moving it around, getting it done. You see there Staten. Those are pretty easy buckets for the Jackrabbits.
Sullivan with a wide open three right there, knocks that down to give his team the lead back. But Thomas Pua, really a spark off the bench for Millikan, avoiding the shot blocker there and then knocking down this triple. The Rams were certainly game. That was an and one, by the way. And then on defense, draw that charge and look at the Millikan bench. Talk about turn.
That intensity carries over for the entire game for these Rams. That's why they are so tough to play. That feisty D forced 29 Poly turnovers. They turned the ball over 8 times in the first 8 minutes. You knew there was more to come from there.
But Brandon Staten would close the quarter strong with that floater and then off the miss. Getting out and running, finding Cameron Morrell for the lay-in. Jackrabbits would grab that lead right at the end of the first quarter, 19-17. But the big highlight came at the beginning of the second quarter. Malik Marquetti leave the tip on the table. Oh my!
Malik, look out below and with the left, and the crowd goes wild.
That was nasty right there. The ball movement, though, on the Poly side, just too good, leading to a lot of layups. Bell, then Prince, and look at the ball hardly touch the floor. Poly was 31 of 45 on their field goals. That's 69%. Yikes.
Deep from the Chambers, trying to keep the Rams close. He finished with a team-high 18, did number 0, but that was not going to be enough because everybody was eating if you were wearing green.
Poly outscored Millikan 23-10 in the second quarter. There's Chris Sullivan laying one in. He had 17 points. Jackrabbits started to pull away, had a 42-27 lead at the break.
And they just continued to score easily. I know it sounds like a ridiculous number to say they shot near 70%, but that's what it was.
The bounces all going their way.
It was
right
bounces
there.
going their way and just good work inside.
Marquetti there with a tough jumper, trying to keep Millikan in it, and this and one from Chambers is going to get them a little bit fired up. But the problem was, no matter what they did on offense, if Poly was getting easy buckets, eventually they were going to miss, and these runouts were just too many for the Jackrabbits. That's an and one off the dime. Cameron Morrell headed to the line. He had 15 points, 10 in the second half. The Jackrabbits 20 assists on 31 made buckets.
And it's just too easy to windmill at this point for Jay Bell. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 7 blocks, 4 assists if you need them.
And if you need Rashawn Prince, also tipping well, pulled out the tip calculator, leaves 30% on the table. That was nice. He had a game-high 24 points, and he finished it with the oop from Art Peasy. Jackrabbits cruising in that second quarter. They take it 85-68.
You know you're highly touted when you win a game like this and there's that many highlights. You know, Millikan was out there trying to mess Poly's rhythm up, and that's what they got, a big-time loss at home.
This video brought to you in part by McCarty's Jewelry, here for you since 1932. Next up for these teams, Poly's at Compton on Wednesday, while Millikan travels to J-Town on Friday. Stick with us right here at GazetteSports.com for coverage of those games, as well as everything else Long Beach sports.